Good evening. How are you, everyone? Wow. Are you all smiling because you're here? No, you're not. You're smiling because you won yesterday. Well done. Congratulations to you. It was a sensational day, not just weather-wise, but amazing crowd, amazing result. It was brilliant. I loved every minute of it. I was sitting at home having a couple of beers, watching it on the couch, so I thought that was a good way to do it. Anyway, welcome along to That's Good for Footy, the family-friendly, live and interactive footy panel show. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. The show is for the passionate supporter. This show allows you to see the players be themselves. I'm ready. What about you? All right, okay. Collingwood show, April 26th, here we go. Please welcome to the show our first panellist. He was born on the 9th of December in 2002. He's played a total of 31 games and he's kicked 51 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2021, and when he plays for the Collingwood Football Club, he wears the number 33 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Jack Ginnivan. That's Jack, everyone. Jack, would you like to say hello to everyone?
Hey, guys. Good entrance there. So
yeah.
Happy with that.
How nice is that to walk out to and just see all those happy smiling faces? I just asked them what they were so happy about, and I thought it was the win yesterday, but they've just confirmed it's actually to see you tonight.
Yeah, a bit of both. It's good when we win. If we lost, probably everyone not as loud, but it's good when we win and everyone's up and about.
Someone sent me a message via Facebook, and it came through on Messenger, and they said, "Hey, Damien, how good is it at Collingwood show tonight? Isn't it good they won yesterday?" Thank God. Yes, yeah, so absolutely. Hey, let's get our second panellist out here. We don't want to hold him up. Please welcome to the show our second panellist. He was born on the 15th of January in 2000. He's played a total of 66 games and he's kicked a total of 3 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2019. When he plays for the Collingwood Football Club, he wears the number 3 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Isaac Quaynor.
Thank you.
Very nice. Oh, wow.
As all barricades all the premierships are cakewalk for the good old Collingwood.
I didn't think they'd want to sing it again because they were, they sang it so many times yesterday that I thought, they wouldn't want to, but they see you guys come out with those beautiful smiles and they just lose it. I'm going to do it again. Welcome to the show, mate. Nice to have you here. Welcome to both of you. Would you like to say hello to the crowd?
G'day, guys. How are we? It's good to see everyone here. Yeah. Good turnout.
Yeah, how good is it? It's very nice to be here. What I want to do, boys, I'm glad you brought your sponsor's bottle along with Gatorade bottles. That's very cool. You do have your own water here, though, so I bring that just in case. But this is a footy panel show. We're going to find out a little bit about the boys. We're going to find out a little bit about them. Then we're going to find out a little bit about you. We're going to do it in a few segments tonight. We're going to kick it off with our first one. It's called What About Me? I need you boys to kind of pay attention to what's going to be going on here because these questions that I'm going to ask you are going to be relevant later on in the show, all right? So if you're kind of paying attention, you'll be okay. If you're good friends, then you probably know all the answers anyway and we don't even need to do the segment, but we have to for the sake of it. So I'm going to go into a question each. You just give me your answer, all right? We'll move straight along. Where did you grow up, Jack?
Castlemaine.
Tell us a little bit more about that, okay. Castlemaine.
So a little country town near Bendigo with about 10,000 people there. Grew up mum, dad and 2 sisters who are 39 and 27. So I'm the youngest, bit of an accident, but turned out okay.
Very nice, just threw that last little bit in. Isaac, tell us where did you grow up? Where were you born and all that?
So I was born here in Melbourne, grew up in East Doncaster, played my footy at Beverly Hills. There's been a few AFL lads come out of that. Really strong club. I'm one of 6, so big family, eldest of 6, so I wasn't an accident. I was the start of it all. And yeah.
Cool. Who did you both grow up supporting? I already know your answer, but I want to hear it anyway.
Yeah, so I was a Hawthorn supporter. Yeah, pretty disappointing. Remember when Luke Ball kicked that goal against us? I was crying in 2012, I think. So, yeah, massive Hawk supporter. Just was watching Sirioli highlights at Q's house just before.
Yeah.
He's a gun. Cyril's a gun.
Yeah.
I grew up a Collingwood fan, so living the dream. Living the dream.
It's funny because they've both done the show before, and I thought that Jack would know that he'd probably just say Collingwood just to win you all over, but I'm glad you stuck by your guns. Who was your favourite footballer when you were growing up?
Yeah, sort of just gave it away. Cyril
Yeah.
and Buddy, both unbelievable.
Yeah.
But now Toby Green as well.
Ah, cool. Yeah.
Mine is Buddy, and it's pretty cool that I've played against him now a couple of times. I actually got him holding the ball in the prelim final, so that was pretty special. But yeah, he's a star. He's an absolute star.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. What sort of frame of mind are you in before a game? I'm going to give you a couple of options. Relaxed, excited, calm, anxious or nervous? Any of those?
Yeah, I'm pretty relaxed, calm, just like to lay down, chill out, listen to music. You probably saw a video last year, I was sleeping on the ground. But yeah, probably the opposite to Isaac.
Yeah, we're polar opposites. This guy just walks around and has this little footy and kicks it around with a scarf on, and I don't even know what he's doing half the time. Whereas I'm the opposite. I'm like, go, 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 and doing all these exercises and trying to kick goals. I'm usually missing them though. But yeah, I'm pretty pedantic with my preparation going into a game.
That's the thing, you need a bit of yin and yang, and you need chalk and cheese in order for everyone to do what they do in the club. Do you have a weird habit that you can't shake?
I don't have any nails left. I don't even get anxious, but I just bite my nails 24/7.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why we get along so well, because I'm the same. I've been biting my nails since I was a kid. It's a bad habit.
Yeah, you both do that. All right.
Don't bite your nails.
If footy wasn't to be your calling, what would have been your calling?
I reckon lifeguard. I was doing a bit of lifeguarding, or policeman.
Hang on. So you're a population of 10,000 up around Bendigo area, and you're doing lifeguarding.
Yeah.
Are we talking around a swimming pool? Or?
Yep, around a local swimming pool. There's only about usually 10 kids there. So me and my best mate were lifeguarding in December.
Wow. Oh,
He
cool.
was actually doing it in his first year while playing at the club, so it was double.
Two jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right.
For me, I'd love to own my own business. I love my fashion, so maybe a fashion label or something. Something I'm kind of got in the works at the moment, so stay tuned.
Yeah, get in with the culture kings, that sort of thing. I understand. All right. Describe in one word, and one word only, the best word that describes you.
Naughty? Yeah. I'll go naughty.
That sounded like a mum's voice. I don't know. Yeah.
Passionate.
Passionate. All right. Naughty and passionate. They're two good ones. Describe or tell us what you were thinking when you turned up for your first day at the Collingwood Football Club. Just go right there in your memory. Tell us what you were thinking when you turned up first day.
Yeah, I was pretty naive. Thought I was probably better than I was. And then, got a real reality check pretty soon, versing, Pendles and Sidey and all these good players. But just so happy. It was my dream since a young kid. So, extremely excited and happy.
Tell me about, though, you getting there. You drove there? Like, what was the situation? Did you know where to park? Give us that insight.
Yeah, I drove down the night before training to Taylor Adams' house. Never met him before. Stayed at his house. Wow. And then, woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, pretty tired, didn't know what I was doing. And, drove me to the club, got a coffee, never drank a coffee in my life. And had to pretend I liked it in the car. I was like, thanks, Tay. And then, then just walked in and, I can't remember, a bit of a blur after
Was it?
that. Yeah.
Was it a daunting experience for you? Did you feel intimidated? Were you, as you said before, you felt like you were pretty confident walking in, but now you're at the Collingwood Football Club and it's...
Yeah, I think we had a meeting early on, probably around 8:30, and Bucks introduced us all, and we had to get up the front and tell a fact about ourselves, and I didn't really know what to say. And all a bit of a blur, but such a cool experience.
That's great. Excellent. Isaac, what was it like for you, mate?
For me, it was probably more so like I went from like my heroes, and I actually had Pendles on my background on my phone the year before I got drafted. So to have someone like that, kind of be a teammate now, I was probably more worried about like stumbling over my words when I was speaking to him or something like that. So I was really nervous, but similar to Jack, like I was super excited. I was lucky, like I'm East Doncaster. I was still at home, so I just got to drive in. It was pretty cruisy.
Wow.
Didn't actually train the first day, just went and watched, and yeah, it was surreal.
Surreal. Yeah, okay, good choice of words. What is the most treasured thing that you own?
My house.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Big house owner.
Very nice.
I don't know much. Don't really own anything at the moment. Probably a Louis Vuitton ring, but I don't even have it on, so not much.
All right. So it's treasured, but it's
Yeah.
that treasured that you leave it in a safe space. I get it. How would you describe your sense of humour?
Dry, pretty funny. Isaac laughs every time I speak, so it must be pretty funny.
What's the reason
laugh at
behind
everything.
that?
I just laugh at everything. He does have a very unique sense of humour. I've never experienced anything like that before, so I just
Really?
laugh at everything.
Okay.
I don't know. What would you say mine is?
Boring.
Oh, here it is. That's that dog. There's some feedback for me.
Wow. Right in the
Wow.
face with it too, in front of everyone. Okay, yeah, all right. I wouldn't say that, but we'll go with, yeah, all right. What is your one passion outside of football? What's the one thing you like to do when you're not?
I love anything based around this, don't take it the wrong way, crimes, like criminology and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like court cases and all those things. Just watch the Boston bombings on Netflix and all that sort of stuff. So, I like that stuff.
Can I, just before you go on, so what's the intrigue with that?
Used to just watch Criminal Minds and Bones as a kid and always wanted to be a forensic scientist. So, and then I've watched Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, all those
Wow.
crazy things and just a real interest in it.
Yeah, a bit of intrigue. Okay, all right. Isaac?
Yeah, for me, I kind of said it before, but I love my fashion, so I like to dive into that. Also, like a big family man, big family, so spend a fair bit of time with them. As I said, oldest of 6, so a bit of responsibility for me.
Yeah, for sure. What's the one headline you'd like to wake up and read about yourself?
Don't read any headlines that I'm in. Let's just leave it at that.
All right.
Premiership would be nice. Something about a premiership.
Nice. All right. Yeah, good. Yeah. You can steal that one if you want.
Premiership.
Yeah, premiership win. Yeah, good. All right. Who's been your toughest opponent to play on?
Mine would have been probably Sard, round 10. Didn't do much in round 10. And then Dane Rampy in the prelim was pretty good as well.
Cool. All right.
Mine would be a mix between either Toby Green or Eddie Betts.
Yeah,
Both,
okay.
Yeah, really
All right.
smart players and, kicked a couple on me.
Good ball sense, I understand. Make sure that you are taking all this in because it's coming back to bite you later on. I just want you to be aware of that. What's your karaoke go-to song?
Jesus.
Do you have one?
Just having a bit of a sing in the car before. What were we listening to?
I don't even know. Bit of Taylor Swift, maybe.
See, I'm the opposites attract. I'd probably go like 50 Cent or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
No disrespect, I kind of thought that you
Yeah,
both would have
that's about
been
the gist.
on that one.
Yep.
Taylor Swift that's thrown me a bit. But yeah, okay. What's the one smell that you can't resist?
Chocolate. If I get a whiff of chocolate, it doesn't really.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got to get real close to it to smell it. But
Yeah.
once I smell that, that's deleted.
Oh, right. Can I ask, would there be maybe a Nutella donut? Or would there be anything like that that would...
Not donut, but Nutella for sure.
Nutella,
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah.
Just checking. High performance people will be in contact with me later. Yes?
for me, maybe like a burger.
A
Something
burger?
like that, yeah.
Okay, a hamburger?
Yeah,
just go with
hamburger. I
something like
love food. Or like even when you drive past Macca's and you get that little waft, that is pretty irresistible.
So, look out. Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, there you go. That's us just finding out a little bit about them. That's our first little segment. Make sure you pay attention to it. It was called What About Me? There we go. All right. Good stuff. What we want to do now, I just want to talk about the game that just obviously transpired yesterday. Not only was it beautiful weather-wise, it's Anzac Day. It's just something so special about that. I'm going to go through a couple of questions with you about just the day and how it all went. I often ask questions on this show relating to what was your favourite game of footy memory or what's the best game that you've ever played in. And I wrote down here, wow, man, yesterday. Tell us what it was like for you, just in your own words, what it was like playing Anzac Day yesterday here in Melbourne.
Yeah, it's remarkable. The biggest crowd I've ever played in front of. So yeah, just surreal. Just the crowd was so loud, and just an out-of-body experience when we were running out, the joint banner, and then you run down to the goal square and the Collingwood Army cheer, and yeah, you don't even feel like you're running. It's sort of this out-of-body experience. It's real weird to explain, but yeah, and then the last post, obviously. The minute of silence, and you just look around. I was on the end. The last 2 years I've been on the end, and just really taking it in, and something that I always treasure.
That's brilliant. Absolutely. Isaac?
Yeah, I think Gin said it pretty well. Like I when I look back on playing on Anzac Day, it's a moment that I'm pretty proud of. Like in my footy career, like not many people get to play on that day. Obviously, there's 95,000 people there. The atmosphere is genuinely unbelievable. Like I can't even explain it. So yeah, shout out to the Magpie Army. It's unbelievable. But it's a really special day.
Brilliant. I will go into that in a little bit further detail as it goes on, but I just want to talk about off the cuff. I mean, the siren has gone, the ball has been bounced, it's on. The first thing you want to do is get some body-on-body contact, or at least get your hands on the ball. There's so much energy out there, it's going to be the first one that settles. Is that a good surmise of just how you feel after the ball's been bounced, that you just want to get body-on-body contact just to feel like you're into it straight away?
Yeah, definitely. You always want to get a early touch, for me anyway, an early touch or a shot on goal, just to make sure you're in the game. And I got a handball early and a bit of body contact, and then for me that's a good feeling just to know you're in the game. And
nice. Good. I speak with a lot of players every week on this show, and I most often will ask that particular type of question, and most of them will say, I just need to feel that hit. It's like an adrenaline rush of someone coming into you and giving you that hit, or the same thing as just trying to get your hands on the ball. Tell us what it was like for you and how you first settled in, because the ball was coming down pretty quick in that first quarter yesterday.
Yeah, no, it was. For me, I'm pretty similar. I don't get much of the ball, but it's nice to get my hands on the footy early. I think that always kind of settles the nerves. But yeah, I'm probably similar to what you just said there. Like I love a bit of physicality, a bit of body on body, whether it's a tackle or a spoil or something like that. Really gets me in the game early on. Yeah,
brilliant. I just want to allude to a couple of points here. Bear with me. De Goey's goal on the siren got the Pies back into it. Going in at quarter time, you were 10 points down. You come out in the second, you do a little chip pass to Pendles. Right, Pendles puts you in front, then Pendles again finds space in the forward pocket, centering the ball to the top of the goal square. Front and centre, who? Jack Ginnivan. Roving goal. How was that?
Yes, good by Pendles. He's so composed, and I just have to run the big guys, get it to ground, and all I've got to do is read the ball and kick it through the goals, and I was lucky enough to do that. That's
brilliant. That's a lovely smile. As soon as you think... I could see you going there in your mind, just thinking about that exact moment. Scott Pendlebury, the man that could make time stop. He's unbelievable. He's such a gifted footballer. My point being to you is that when you saw that ball come down, your reaction was just like bang it straight onto the boot, and to see it sail through, it was really, really nice. Tell us from what I've just alluded to there, in relation to what you were seeing, you're down the other end of the ground and you're watching all this unfold. What are you thinking at this stage? We're talking second quarter. Pendles has just put you...
Yeah, well, basically any time we kick a goal, me and Darcy Moore often look at each other and we celebrate like we kicked the goal. So
yeah, right.
If you ever had a game, just watch out for that. We're always at the back and we're carrying on like pork chops. So we enjoy it just as much as someone like Vinny would when he kicks a goal.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you can see that's flowing through the whole playing group. That rejoicing. Geordie's goal then ties things up with 3 minutes left in the second. The noise was unbelievable. Literally, it was off the charts. Tell us about that. Share that moment with these people right here, right now, as to that noise, because you did say about it before, but give us that emotion with that many people and that much noise.
Yeah, like I said, it's just, it's so weird when you're out there. Like, it's something I thought I would never experience in front of 95,000 people when you kick a goal and it's so loud. It just gets all the boys up and about, and I'm sure we'll touch on the third quarter. We're a bit down, but the crowd sticks fat with us, and then, we can just propel from there.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Seriously, that noise. Wow. Your offence is now working and you're finding space, albeit very tight in the clutches. At this point, there was good defensive pressure from both clubs. The old stalwarts, let's talk about them. Steelo, Pendles, Moore and De Goey, brilliant when they needed to be. Those 4 boys yesterday, and I will allude to some other players very shortly, but they were just resolute. They're something that in the younger playing group, first, second, third year players, that you would look at and just go, mate, how lucky are we to have these boys in our team. Tell us about what it's like when you see those guys firing.
Yeah, well, as you said, like they're the top of the top, and they kind of lead by example. Those plays that Darcy makes when he's 5 metres back and somehow gets a hand on it, it gets us all up. It's like a real energy booster throughout the team, and there's no wonder that they're some of the best leaders in the AFL, and yeah, they kind of lead through their actions, and yeah, they were all on display yesterday. It was pretty special to be a part of.
It was simply brilliant. You're 28 points down at three-quarter time. You then go on to kick 7 goals to none in the last. What belief there is in that group. The plan, the structure and each other. Rusco really stepped up in the place of Murphy. I thought Murphy was unfortunate to be actually out of the game from the week before with that concussion, but Trey Rusco really stepped up and played a really good game of football. Tell us a little bit about how you saw Trey's game go.
Yeah, you want to speak about him?
Yeah, well, obviously I was working quite closely with Trey, and I know early on, he's probably his confidence. Sometimes when you're playing AFL and you're coming from VFL, you need maybe a half to just kind of get into the game. But I thought his second half was unreal. Like he just didn't lose one-on-ones. The way we were so connected on defence, and he kind of led the way with that stuff. And it was really good to see from someone so young and inexperienced to come in and fill Murph's role, which is a tough role to fill.
And on a day like that, in front of that crowd. I mean, that was just phenomenal. I was really impressed with that. Isaac, you were contesting and running and presenting and offering opportunities out of defence. Your captain was absolutely terrific, and someone who probably doesn't get spoken about enough, Johnny Noble. 22 disposals and 68% kicking efficiency. He was brilliant yesterday.
Yeah, Johnny's with Isaac as well, and just his run and carry allows us to play the territory game we want to play. We want to get it deep in our forward half and defend from there, and John just runs and defends so well. So we can set up as forwards, and Johnny and Q's got the ball and kicking long to us.
That was fabulous. McCreery and Johnson gave you a different look up forward because you had no McStay. Elliott and Myercheck were quiet, obviously, by their standards, but this is why and what makes the win so good. Because you did have, I know there was a patch where the ball was coming in, it was playing attacking and offensive football, but at the same time, the way that the structure was being implemented was giving you opportunities to score your goals. And they were coming out of nowhere, which was Hoskin Elliott, they nearly took what could have been classified as mark of the year if he'd held on to that little puppy. That was brilliant. Just want to talk about the last quarter. 14 inside 50s to 1 in the last. Don't take the escalator, take the stairs. Now, everybody's probably familiar with this term that's being bandied around at the moment. It's what Fly is using as, not necessarily an analogy, but a description of how he wants you boys to see it. You play the game by minutes. Tell us a little bit about what's going on there without giving too much away behind the 4 walls, but tell us a little bit as to how that is being played out, that mantra.
Yeah, well, as you said, he's kind of gone along with that mantra for this year, and it's all about taking the steps, and part of that, breaking that down, is playing the minutes. Like, obviously, football is such a long game, and I think we believe that we're never out of it, and you've probably seen it over the last year or so, that we just have that belief in the group that we can grind any deficit back and get the win, and that's by playing each minute as it is and not getting too far ahead of ourselves. And he actually spoke about yesterday being a goldfish. I know that's kind of a random one, but they have a 10-second memory. So he was kind of talking about, if you make a mistake, snap out of it and let's move on to the next thing. And I think that kind of ties in with that play the minute stuff. Yeah, that's
great. There's no easy way, obviously, but let's talk about someone that does make it look relatively easy. Nick Dacos, unbelievable. He's a talk of the town. The guy's just doing everything that he, above and beyond. With 2 goals, 1 and 40 disposals, he's averaging 39 disposals out of his first 6 games for this year. He spoke really lovely, but a lot of the credit he gave to his dad. took him aside, had a little bit of a chat with him during the week, said this is what you need to do, in order to apply yourself. Every player that I've spoken to from the Collingwood Football Club says his work ethic, both the boys, Josh and Nick, is unbelievable. They stay behind, the amount of work that they put in the gym and on the track. You boys, give us a little bit of insight what you see.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, well, I did a bit of work with them over the pre-season, and I've never seen two people who are so talented but work so hard. Like, there's often people who are talented and kind of just rely on their talent, whereas Nick and Josh just get after it every day. Like Nick is probably in at the club right now. Who knows? This guy is different. So it doesn't surprise me at all that he's been dominating this year, and I think he deserves exactly what's coming for him and what he's done. And, in such a short span in his career, it's seriously like inspirational to watch. And he's younger than me, and I kind of almost look at him and be like, wow, like that's the standard.
That's amazing. Give us your insight into it, Jack. You're around the club just as much as anybody. What do you see from those two boys, and what impresses you the most about them?
Yeah, I just think obviously they're at the peak of their powers, and they're so humble and just good blokes to be around as well. That's the main thing that I love footy, but I also love being outside of footy and having good mates. And they're good mates. Talk about basketball, just all these different things, and that's what I value about them.
That's brilliant. Football's a team sport. There is individual winners. There was an individual winner yesterday. You would know what that feels like. He was the 2022 Anzac Day medalist. And yesterday we got to celebrate in Nick being the 2023 Anzac Day medalist. It was absolutely brilliant. He went over and he silenced the Essendon crowd with some whispering Nick magic, which was pretty cool. I liked it. We've spoken about a lot of these things, but I just want to touch on them. The 8 things that I took from the day, the last post. That when you hear the bugle being played, goosebumps, I get them now just thinking about it. What's it like for you when you're standing out there?
Yeah, goosebumps, out of body experience. Just I was standing next to Crispy. You get a bit agitated as well. Like you stand there for 11 minutes, I think, in total. So it's a bit of a long time to stand there, but a grateful opportunity that I'll cherish, and hopefully I can play another 10 more.
Brilliant. A question for both of you. The national anthem, when it gets played, and then that roar comes up at the end, it's something that you've watched maybe as a kid growing up, and you've seen countless football games. As soon as that last verse comes out and that roar goes up, what was it like in front of 95,179 people when you heard it yesterday?
Yeah, I guess it was as loud as you'd expect it to be. I actually remember kind of looking around, looking at the Essendon players and looking at our players as well, and just looking at everyone's face, and it was like a kid in a candy store. Like everyone's just smiling and just super happy to be there. And as Guinea kind of alluded to, like it's an out-of-body experience. I can't really explain it.
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable.
Let's talk about 3 things towards the end of the game. First one, you guys should be so super proud. I was lucky enough to meet him, show number 1 for this year, Darcy Moore. His speech at the end of the game yesterday was just unfreaking believable. To go into all the depths of thinking about everybody else outside of the football club, but in the wider community, was just testament to his character. How do you find him as your leader, in your honest appraisal?
He's unbelievable. I haven't had the chance to listen to it, but I've read a few comments and heard that it was unbelievable, and everyone was so grateful. And I saw a few clips of some of the Anzacs tearing up, and that's sort of the person Darcy is. So empathetic and a beautiful leader, and someone we value highly at the club, and a great person to take care from Pendles. So. He's been amazing so far, and couldn't have picked anyone better, I guess.
Oh, wow, well said. The other thing I wanted to ask you about, the emotion down in the rooms, 2 parts of the emotion. 1, you sing the song, and 2, you go into the rooms. What did the Fly have to say? Take it all in, absorb it, boys, this is your moment.
The Fly, every meeting with Fly is a bit of a blur, because when you win, you're on a bit of a high, and you don't really care what he has to say, because you've won, and all he's saying is, you've won, and I don't know. I'm not really.
You asked the 2 wrong people.
Yeah, he's probably taking it in, but I'm just, sitting there eating my burger because we need to eat, and I don't know. Mine's different to Q's, but Yeah, it's hard to, but we have a 5-day break as well, so it was very short and sharp because we fly to Adelaide on Saturday, so day off today, day off tomorrow, train Friday, then we leave. So quick turnaround and ready for the next one.
It's not to embarrass you in any way. It's actually just to find out what it's like in that inner sanctum, to just know that, oh my God, what a win. We came back, we were 28 points down, the club's up and about, everyone's doing and playing their role, and then you sing the song, and then you're just trying to take it all in. It's a lot to take in, I can imagine, but it's also just one of those things. What's the coach like? What's his response? Maybe just tell me, what was he smiling?
No, I remember a part of what he said. He was saying he's kind of spoken about this year, we want to have deep wins and shallow losses, and I think he is really big in everyone enjoying the win and kind of not moving on too quick and kind of realising how big of an occasion it was and how well we played and we should be proud of ourselves. So that was kind of part of his message, and then obviously we got a 5-day break, so there's not much time to really review. We just kind of move on to the next game. So that was part of it that I remember. That's about all I got.
I'll rephrase. I do care what he says, but I wasn't paying much attention.
It's all right. Again, it was not to embarrass or embellish in any way. It is just important to just try and find out. I wonder what books he's actually reading behind the scenes, because there's a lot of Confucius in whatever is coming out. There's a lot of mantras that he's actually using. I just think it's wonderful. We move along, as you boys have already alluded to. You've got Adelaide next Sunday over there. 5-day break. You would go over on the Saturday. Big game, really big game. They're playing great football at the moment. Then you've got Sydney at the G the following Sunday. All right, so 2 big games, I suppose you could say. Sydney probably a little bit off the mark at the moment, but in saying all that, you've got to come out and win those 2. All I wanted to say there is basically keep playing the football like the Pies played in 2022. That will be nothing compared to what you're playing in 2023. So well done, boys. Congratulations, please. I love you. Well done. Let's introduce a segment. It's called Simply the Best. All right, I must warn both of you, Leanne, it'll be okay. You'll get through this, darling, and you'll go, geez, I'm so good. I made Duncan look like a chump. So what's going to happen here is when I ask the questions, wait until I actually ask the entirety of the question before you buzz in. Because if you don't, what will happen is I'll then have to give the rest of the question to the person that doesn't buzz in. All right? Here comes your first question. Closest to within 1,000, how many people attended the 1990 AFL Grand Final?
Duncan. 98,000.
How many?
94,000.
No, what was your first answer?
98.
Which would you like to go with then? 94 or 98?
Go 94.
You'd be wrong. Leanne, would you like to have a go?
I'm going to say 95.
You should have taken his
98.
first answer, 98. Yeah, 98 it was. No one gets a point for that. No one at all. All right. Who was the player to hold the ball aloft at the final siren at the end of the 1990 Grand Final? Duncan.
Pants Malone.
There we go. 1 point. Beautiful. You're off the mark. Who is your team's captain?
Duncan.
Oh.
Duncan.
Darcy Moore.
There we go. 2 points. Who wears the number 6 at your club?
Duncan. Tom Mitchell.
Tom Mitchell is correct for 3 points. Well done. Yeah, that's it.
I was thinking Tyson Gold.
There you go. Guinea's saying shh, shh. All right. Here we go. It's Tyson Goldsack. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Where does your team currently sit on the ladder?
Duncan.
Oh,
Duncan?
God.
2. That is correct. How many games has your team won this year?
Duncan.
Leanne, he's saying it was you.
5.
Well done. All right. Yeah, very good. Jack's happy.
Yeah.
Jack's very happy. All right. Who did Collingwood play in the 1990 Grand Final?
Duncan.
Essendon, that would be correct. How many points did you win that Grand Final by?
Leanne, 54.
56, 54? No, neither. Duncan?
45.
48. Bad luck. Neither of you get the points there. Who was the Norm Smith medal in that Grand Final?
Duncan. Tony Shaw.
Correct. Well done. For 2 points. All right, here's your chance, Leanne. Who is your club's leading goal kicker in 2023 and how many goals have they kicked?
Leanne.
Leanne?
My check.
Yes, correct. And how many goals?
55.
This year?
Oh,
What-
this year, sorry,
yeah.
I'm thinking last year. Oh,
No,
this year.
this year. It's around 6?
20, no, 16.
No. Duncan?
11.
Spot on. Duncan gets 1 point and Leanne gets 1 point. Well done. That was good. All right. This is for 5 points. 5 points, this question. This is player, year and votes. Who was the Collingwood player to win a Brownlow medal in a 3-way tie, and how many votes did they poll? Leanne.
Nathan Buckley.
Yes, that's 1 point. What year?
2003.
Yes, that's 2 points. Who did he tie it with?
Brisbane Lions bloke. Boss? No. Was it Rashido?
Yes, that's another point, yes. One more.
There's one more. I'm not sure of the other one.
No?
Adam Goods.
Yes, that's that 1 point there. And for the last point, how many votes did they all poll?
Duncan. 31.
No, Leanne.
Is it higher or lower?
Higher.
32.
No, it was 34. Bad luck. All right, that wasn't bad. 5 versus 8. Okay, here we go. Who was the coach of the 2010 Premiership side?
Duncan.
Leanne.
Oh, Duncan.
Mick Malthouse.
Correct. Well done. Who was the captain of the 2010 Premiership side? Duncan.
Nick Maxwell.
Oh, he's good. There we go. The 2010 AFL Grand Final was a drawn match. How many other times in VFL AFL history has there been a drawn Grand Final?
Duncan.
Leanne.
Duncan.
2.
Twice. For a bonus point, could you give me the years?
77 and 54.
No.
You got 1 point there, but
I'm thinking 48.
yeah, it is. Yeah, well done. All right, well done. Here is, what are we looking at score-wise? 6 versus 11. This is worth 4 points. I'll make it worth 5 points. I'll make it worth 6 points. No, I'll make it worth 4. Name 2 sets of brothers to play at the Collingwood Football Club over their history.
Duncan.
Leanne.
Over the
Over the club's history.
Dacos boys
Yes?
and the Brown brothers.
Yes, well done. I'll give you the Cloaks, Travis, Jason and Cameron, Dacos, Nick and Josh, the Rockers, Severo and Anthony, Browns, Tyler and Callum, Shaws, Heath and Reese, Tony and Ray, Richardson's Wayne and Max, and Coventry's Gordon and Sid. Yeah. Who'd we get? Oh, so close.
surprise.
Duncan, you are simply the best. Well done. You win. Hey, Leanne, that was really cool. Bad luck. You've got a football, though. All right, that's yours. Duncan, you're a champion, mate. I went and picked this one up today. This is basically it's a speaker that you plug in, take it anywhere around the house, and you carry it with you. From Yamaha, valued at $150, mate. That's yours. Congratulations. Well done. She got a handshake and a football. She said that's better than your speaker, Duncan, which is not bad. Simply the Best was proudly brought to you by Yamaha and the Big Picture People. They are the experts in home theatre technology. The Big Picture People are located in Hoppers Crossing, Clyde North, South Morang, Cheltenham Water Gardens and the Gold Coast. All right. All right, I'm going to be asking you the questions that I asked off the top of the show. If you don't like the answer, right, you don't have to award the points. It's really that simple.
I'll make sure.
Yeah, I can see that happening already. Okay.
Watch him cheating.
Okay, here comes your first one. What is his age?
20.
20? Correct. All right, there's your first one. Turn it over. Where did he grow up?
Castlemaine, Bendigo.
Jack, yes, beautiful. All right, there you go. Who did he grow up supporting?
Hawthorn.
All right, he's on 3. Who was his favourite footballer growing up?
Surioli and Buddy Franklin.
Perfect, well done. What is his frame of mind prior to a game?
Very calm and relaxed.
Okay, you happy with the answer so far? All right. What is one of his weird habits?
Bites his nails like me.
Okay, all right, this is getting too easy. What would have been his calling if it wasn't footy?
Lifeguard. police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, well done. What's the one word that he uses to describe himself?
Naughty.
Naughty.
You agreed to it, mate.
It's probably more one of the mums out there that described him, but I like that. All right. What was his first day at the club like?
Woke up at 6 a.m. went with Tay, got a coffee, didn't like the coffee. Very nervy, happy to be there.
Tick.
Yeah. All right. Good. You got that one too. Welcome. What is his most treasured thing that he owns?
His Louis Vuitton ring.
Yeah.
Which he keeps in a safe place and doesn't bring out. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yep. Excellent. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
We were just talking about this today. 49.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. That's good.
No, you were 49 before yesterday.
Nah, 49 now.
You are 49? All right, okay, good. I like it when you give the answers. Well done. How many games has he played to date?
30?
We spoke about this today, so yeah. 30,
30's correct. Yeah, well done. Beautiful. How would he describe his sense of humour?
What did you say? You just said he makes me laugh, didn't he? Funny? I don't know.
Nah, wrong. Let's ball game.
Whatever.
No
Far
points.
away.
Okay, no points. What is his one passion outside of football?
3, 2.
I actually forget.
Crimes.
No good?
Oh,
All right. What is the one headline that he would like to wake up and read?
he said no headlines.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, points there. Who has been his toughest opponent to match up on?
Adam Saad, Dame Rampy.
Very good. Excellent. Another point. What's his karaoke go-to song?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Anything by Taylor Swift. Interesting. I like it. Okay. What is the one smell that he can't resist?
Chocolate.
Coffee? How's that? Finished
good.
up with a total score of 16. All right. Fist bump. Well done, boys.
I don't know how.
All right. Here we go. Jack, you've got a score of 16 to beat. Now are you ready to go? Here it comes. What is his age, Jack?
This guy doesn't even know me.
23.
Yeah. All right, there's his first points. Where did he grow up?
East Doncaster.
Hey, cheating.
Well done. Who did he grow up supporting?
Pies.
All right. Who was his favourite footballer growing up?
Buddy.
Yes, good. What is his frame of mind prior to a game?
Nervous and anxious. Basically. Yeah, you get nervous. It's okay.
Well, everyone gets nervous.
No, I don't. I'm relaxed.
All right. give it to him. Junk point anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Points?
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
it?
give him
Okay, all right. It's your call, mate. It's your call. What is one of his weird habits?
Biting his nails.
Perfect. There you go. What would have been his calling if it wasn't footy?
Fashion design.
Oh, very nice. What's the one word that he uses to describe himself?
I think beautiful, but
Cheers to that.
I can't remember the word he used.
Two.
Passionate. Yeah, that's what it was. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, points. All right. Okay. What was his first day at the club like?
He didn't train. He just watched the boys and he was, a bit shell-shocked.
Yep. Happy with that? All right. There we go. What's the most treasured thing that he owns?
His house in Richmond.
There you go. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
3.
Perfect.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it is. How many games has he played to date?
68.
Have you got the answer there?
I have. You came up with 68?
68.
66.
Yes.
How would you describe his sense of humour?
Dry and not that funny.
Do I have to agree to that? Like what? that is what we said before, so I'll give it a point.
Yeah.
That's not
all
true.
right, okay. What's his one passion outside of football?
Fashion and design. A clothing brand, yep.
Yeah, okay. The last one's here. What's the one headline he'd like to wake up and read?
Premiership.
Yes, there we go. Who has been his toughest opponent to play on?
Toby Green and Eddie Betts.
Oh, very good. What are we looking at?
15.
It's cutthroat, this one. You've got to get the next two right to win. What is his karaoke go-to song?
50 Cent.
He's got it there. And here's your last one. What is the one smell that he can't resist?
Burger.
17 versus 16. Absolutely brilliant. Hey, boys, thanks for coming up and keeping score. What's going to happen? You get a footy each, all right? Boys will pass it over to you now.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. All right. What I want to do now, I know that you two are really good mates. I know you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you play, footy together, you go out and you do certain things together. We want to find out just how good a mates you really are, all right? We're going to do it in a segment. It's called Let's Stick Together. All right. Now, the way that this one works, boys, I'm going to ask you a question. You have to both answer it at the same time. Okay? You've got 8 questions. If you get 8 right, you're twins. If you get 7 right, you're mates. If you get 6 right, you're just good friends. If you get 3 right, you're just acquaintances. If you get 2 right, you're strangers. And if you only get 1 right, you barely know each other. All right? So we're going to see how you go. This is your first question. Both answer at the same time. I'll count it in on the count of 3. You give me your answer. Who is very careful or tight with their money at the club? 1, 2, 3.
Brody
Scott
Grundy.
Grundy. Oh, you don't know the club anymore, man.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, no, nothing there.
Can you give us a 5-second countdown, maybe?
5 seconds you want.
It's a lot of pressure.
All right, okay, all right. Okay, a little bit too much time, but anyway. Which player spends just a little bit too much time in front of the mirror? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nick
Josh
Nichols.
Staycliffe. Oh, that's half a point, sure.
That's half a point.
Half a point. All right, you can have half a point. So you realise at half a point you're not even barely know each other. So let's just see how we go. Which club do you like to beat the most? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Carlton.
Yeah.
All right, good. 1.5 points so far, boys. Well done. After the siren, who is the player that you want to have the ball in their hands to win the game for you? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jamie Elliott.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Well done. 2 points. You're getting up to strangers now, guys. I like this. Which club has the worst or the most vocal supporters? 1, 2, 3, 5.
Bombers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Both bad.
Yeah, okay. Now, out of these 3, right, what's more important out of the following? Oh, this has got you on the count of 3. Money, family, friends. 1, 2, 3.
Family.
Family, good. All right, you got that.
Money.
You're up to acquaintances now, boys. This is bloody awesome. Question number 7. What's more important out of the following? Holiday, house, possessions. 1, 2, 3.
Holiday.
Very nice. Excellent. All right. And the last one for you. What's more important out of the following? Footy, fame, fortune. 1, 2, 3.
Footy.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's great. You went up to good friends.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, settle for that. Brilliant. I love it. Well done. The segment is called Would I Lie to You? All right, so a series of questions. You're both going to answer exactly how you see it, all right? Here comes your first question. Understand, right, that a guess is still 50% right. So just have a go. Just see how you go. Now, Jack Ginnivan kicked 100 goals for the Newstead Football Club when he was just 9 years of age. True or false? You're both saying true. You're both wrong. He was actually 11. It was false. Okay? No points. In 2019, Jack Ginnivan played for the Stratford Storm and they were runners-up in the grand final. True or false? True? And you're just going to keep with true? Yeah? You're both wrong. They won it. They won that grand final.
I'll never lose a grand final.
All right. Question number 3. Jack Ginnivan was picked number 13 in the rookie draft of 2021. True or false? False and true. It was true. Congratulations, 1 point. First time you spun it around, at least I could see you're alive. I like that. Jack Ginnivan made his debut against West Coast in round 19 of 2021. True or false? False and true. It was false. It was against Port Adelaide. All right. Jack Ginnivan received a Rising Star nomination in round 6 of the 2022 season. True or false? You're looking at Jack to see whether you're trying to read his face. You're both saying it's true? It was true. Congratulations. You both got it. All right, over to Isaac Quaynor. In 2018, Isaac Quaynor was runner-up in the best and fairest at the Oakley Chargers. Is this true or false? Both going with true? It was true. Congratulations. Oh, there you go. Isaac Quaynor was picked number 13 in the AFL draft of 2018. True or false? I like it. 1 each. It was true. All right. There you go. Isaac Quaynor made his AFL debut against St Kilda in round 16 of the 2019 season. True or false? True and false. It was false. It was against Hawthorn. Oh, look at this. 6 versus 2. All right. Isaac Quaynor was nominated for a Rising Star nomination in round 18 of 2022. True or false? You can unfold your arms if you want. Yeah? You cool with that? Going to go with that one? It was false. Well done. All right. It was round 17. Isaac Quaynor is the oldest of 6 siblings in his family. True or false? You both heard that answer. You both got it right. Well done. We come up with a score of 7 versus 4. Have a look at that. Well done. There's a football for you. You're going to have to unfold your arms to catch it, though. There it is. And guess what you've won? See that's good footy bag down there? That's yours and everything that's in it. Okay? I think there's $10,000 in it. True or false? Yeah, false. You're right. Well done. Good girl. Congratulations. Thanks, guys. Take the bag. It's all yours. Just need to let you know that we do these shows every Wednesday night. We take 2 current day players from each of the 10 Victorian clubs and put them on the panel. Next week on the show, we'll be doing it from here again. On May the 3rd, it will have from the Richmond Football Club, Tom Lynch and Jacob Hopper, live from the Mulgrave Country Club in Wheelers Hill. Then on May the 10th, we'll be heading to the Italian Sports Club in Werribee. I just locked this show away this afternoon. It's got Western Bulldogs, Bailey Smith and Tim English on the panel. Then on May the 17th, we'll be heading to the Craigieburn Sporting Club where we'll have from Essendon, Sam Draper and Mason Redman. That show's nearly sold out, so if you're thinking about going, get your tickets now. Then on May the 24th, we'll have St Kilda players Jack Steele and Rowan Marshall live from the Mentone RSL, which is located at number 9 Palermo Street in Mentone. Coming up towards the end of May and June, we'll have shows featuring players from Carlton, Geelong and Collingwood. All right? Remember, when you purchase your tickets, only purchase them through the That's Good Footy website. Don't go anywhere else. that'sgoodfooty.com.au/events, or click on the links in the post on the That's Good Footy Facebook page. Thanks to all of you for attending tonight. We hope you've had a good time. Some of you first-timers, others have been before. We hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. I just now want you to thank Sam, my sound guy down the back of the room. Thanks to the lovely Sandy. Give yourselves that round of applause too, because you guys have been fantastic. And while you're feeling in that mood, please put your hands together for Isaac Quaynor and Jack Ginnivan. These guys have been fantastic, great representatives of the Collingwood Football Club, great ambassadors. Please, boys, pick up your microphones. Tell us what you thought about tonight and if you've had some fun, and will you ever come back again?
Do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll definitely be back. That's an absolute ball. It was a pleasure to meet everyone tonight. It was a really good crowd, really interactive, and hopefully you all had a good time.
Thank you. Well done. Last word to you, Jack.
Yeah, just ditto what Isaac said. Thanks to everyone to come. Make sure we're coming out in the next games at the G against Sydney, and everyone's cheering so loud, and thanks so much. So, cheers.
Well done. Well said. Well said. Great having the boys on the show tonight. We hope you've all had a really good time. My name's Damien. This has been the That's Good for Footy panel show. We hope to see you again real soon. Thank you and good night, everyone. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
That's good for footy. That's good for footy. That's good for footy. That's good for footy. It's good for footy. That's 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 good for footy.